Hi everybody, I'm Wade Webb from Royal LePage Kelowna. I'm joined here today with Daryl French from LendingMax. And first thing we want to talk about is being able to create a mortgage-free plan, and what does that mean? And so I'd like to start and just ask Daryl, so what do you see are some of the biggest challenges that homeowners are facing today in Canada?
Well, I think probably the number one challenge people are facing is exactly the idea of the plan. People have no idea. If you ask most Canadians who have a mortgage when they're going to be mortgage free, most of them can't tell you that. They have no idea. And so what we're really trying to do is look at how do we create that plan, ask them what their goals are, what their aspirations are down the road and into the future, and then create the plan that's going to match those goals.
So we're assuming that most Canadians want to be and are planning to be debt-free and mortgage-free, correct?
Sadly, that's the assumption, but really it's not the reality. In Canada now, we're looking at over 50%, I believe the last number is 54% of Canadians are retiring with mortgage debt. So most people don't go into home ownership planning to retire with mortgage debt, and it's mostly because they do not have a plan in place. There's little things that they could be doing that many people aren't aware of, or just don't have the discipline to make happen on a regular basis to get them into that situation.
And without a plan, I'm assuming with house prices not forecast to rise dramatically and increase the equity that people have in their homes naturally from a market standpoint, without a plan, there aren't really a lot of things out there helping them and get that plan in place and retire without that debt and without that mortgage.
That's the biggest challenge, and what a lot of people don't realize is little things like $50 or $100 a month. If you increase your payment, restructure your payments, things like that can actually make the difference of 5, 10, 20 years off the life of the mortgage, depending on how we go about it.
So give us an idea, or give us some tips that you would suggest, that simple things that Canadians could do just to start that process and to put that plan in place.
I think a couple of the most important things is first off, look at how you're making your payments. Can you, if you're paying monthly, can you afford to pay bi-weekly? The more often you make your payments, the lower your amount of interest you're going to be paying overall. The other thing you want to look at is, would a difference of $50 per payment, whether it's bi-weekly or monthly, would $50 make a difference to your day-to-day life? Right? Most people are going to say no.
Probably not.
Right? They're going to spend that money on whatever, so why not put it on your mortgage? All of a sudden you start to structure these things into your mortgage. Structure increases every year into your mortgage, and you'll be surprised how these little differences make an enormous difference over 10, 20 years.
Right. So simple fixes, things like making an extra $50 on it, the frequency that you make your payments by, different simple little things like that.
Your tax return, it's tax season right now.
Right.
So your tax return, when it comes back, you get $2,000, $3,000 back from the government. What do you do with that?
Right.
Right? If that gets applied towards your mortgage, again, it's an enormous difference down the road. Or does it go to a trip to Mexico?
Right. Tough decision.
It's a tough one, right?
Not gonna lie to you.
A little cold outside right now,
Yeah,
so it makes
absolutely.
it tougher.
So then, how do you see? I guess for you and I, we're both passionate about seeing the opportunity here for us to help our clients and help our customers and help Canadians, and doing that from an agent's and a real estate agent's professional standpoint, and teaming up with mortgage brokers. And you and I both are passionate about this, of being able to see the value and to not just sit around and wait to sell somebody a house, or to buy somebody a house, or to list their home, or to renew their mortgages, or to wait till the refi to come up, and an opportunity for us where we're saying, real estate professionals and mortgage professionals align themselves, and to bring this education and these simple concepts and these simple tips to help our clients now build some equity and build a plan, and to help them. If they have that extra money, then what are they able to do with that money now?
But that's the beauty. It's a win-win situation.
Right.
The clients are the end winners, right? But also, the realtors are going to have more opportunities presented to themselves. Mm-hmm. I'll ask you, on average, how often does a client buy a home?
The stats say probably between 8 to 10 years now in Canada.
Okay, so if we could increase or reduce that number by 2 or 3 years.
Yes.
right? Just by creating a plan so they're building more equity faster and have a goal in mind and know what they have to achieve to get to that next level.
Right.
That's going to help the realtors out. That's going to help the client out.
Right.
All right, and so these are the things we're talking about, and there's small little tweaks that have to be made. But it's, again, when do you want to? Are you planning on having kids? Are you planning on downsizing? Are you planning on whatever? Create the plan. What do I need to accomplish? How do I do it? And how many years do I have to do it?
Right. So how do clients and how do our customers get that information?
Honestly, the best thing that we can do for them is a mortgage review. Sitting down, going through a mortgage review is incredibly empowering to the consumer. It's amazing. You sit down, if you involve the realtor in it as well, all of a sudden they know what the time horizon is, they know what the goals are, they know when they should start to look and what they should be looking for. And for the client, they know exactly what they have to do. They can stay on track. We do annual reviews, so once we've done the initial assessment, we then meet with the client every year and just update it. Where are you at? What's changed? Did you get a raise at work? Did you get laid off? Do you have other debts that you didn't plan on? All of those kinds of things. You start to work them into the whole formula, and now it's not by chance. I'll use the analogy, if you head off on holidays, right, you usually map out where you're going.
Right.
That's how you end up there. If you don't have that map in place on usually your biggest purchase in your life, what's the chance of you getting where you want to be?
Yeah, great advice. So at the end of the day, we're trying to help people with their plan and get that other 46% in the country that aren't having a plan in place or even considered that plan. Getting that mortgage professional and that real estate professional to align with each other and do more than just sell somebody a house or list their house or refinance their mortgage. And let's help the Canadians with their goals and with their aspirations. In exchange for that, maybe we'll sell them an extra investment house or two. Maybe we'll shorten that time of them being to moving other than 8-10 years down the road and increase the frequency for the agents, build the value for the clients, build wealth for our customers, and at the end it'll come down to us being that cause of that. So great advice, great opportunity to create those opportunities. So thanks, Daryl, for sharing that plan with us. And feel free to contact any LendingMax mortgage professional or Roll Page agent and ask for your mortgage evaluation and sit down in that process and start planning to get ahead and get to that Freedom retirement program and build up that equity. Thanks.
Thanks very much.